Good day. Today we're diving into a topic that, let's be honest, can make even the most seasoned pro's head spin: organizational compliance. But what if there was a way to make it all, well, simpler, smarter, and just a whole lot faster? That's exactly what we're going to unpack.
Does this question feel a little bit too real? You know that feeling, right? Like you're just wading through this endless ocean of documents, standards, and guidelines? If that's you, trust me, you are definitely not alone. It's a massive headache for organizations of all shapes and sizes.
So let's properly get into this challenge. We're talking about the absolute grind of doing manual reviews and the very real costs, not just the obvious ones, but all the hidden ones that come along for the ride.
And look, the thing is, all these points are connected. It starts with reviews taking hours, sometimes even days. So you think, okay, let's get some help. And you bring in these expensive consultants. But even then, there's that little voice in the back of your head, that nagging fear. Did we miss something critical? And all of this just heaps a massive workload onto your team. Time and energy they could be using to, actually grow the business.
It all sounds a bit grim, doesn't it? But the good news is, there is a much better way. It's time we introduced a modern solution to this very old problem: ComplyIQ360. So what is it exactly? Well, put simply, ComplyIQ360 is this really clever web-based app. You basically feed it your documents, tell it what standard or set of rules you need to check them against, and it does all the heavy lifting for you. Simple as that. And here's the really crucial part. It doesn't just spit out a pass or fail. It gives you a clear, easy-to-read compliance report. It literally points out where your gaps are and gives you actionable insights, a real to-do list, so you know exactly what you need to fix to get on top of your risks.
I mean, this quote really just nails it, doesn't it? That's the core promise. Getting to see absolutely everything, having the power to tackle every single risk, and doing it all without the crazy expense of the old school methods.
All right, so you might be thinking, okay, that sounds great, but what can I actually use it for? Well, let me tell you, the applications are incredibly broad. Let's have a look at just some of the possibilities. And this just shows you how flexible this tool really is. Are you trying to get your head around a sustainability report for the new AASB S2 climate standards? It can check that. Need to make sure your policies line up with a specific ISO standard? Done. You can even use it to check supplier reports, get ready for a massive accreditation review, or totally streamline how you assess grant applications. Honestly, for consultants and auditors, this is a game changer for that initial gap analysis. The possibilities are, well, pretty much endless.
Okay, so with all those different uses, it's pretty clear that a lot of different people are going to find this useful. So who is this tool really built for? Let's break it down.
If your job title is up on this screen, I reckon you're probably nodding your head right now. We're talking about everyone from governance and compliance managers who live and breathe this stuff every day, all the way to procurement and grant managers who have to check submissions against really strict criteria. This is basically designed to make your life a whole lot easier.
And it's not just for big corporations either. It doesn't matter if you're a small business just trying to keep up, a government agency, a local council, a hospital, or a university. Compliance is a universal challenge. This tool is built to scale and work in any of these environments.
So we've covered the what, the how, and the who. Now let's get down to the most important bit. What's the bottom line? What is the actual, real-world impact of making this kind of switch?
This table pretty much says it all. The time you waste on reviews, it gets slashed dramatically. The huge cost of consultants, yeah, that's down to a fraction. And maybe the most important thing of all, that risk of missing something, it's replaced with the assurance and peace of mind you get from a really comprehensive, systematic process. It's a complete transformation.
Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about making compliance easier. It's about unlocking potential. And that leaves us with one final, pretty powerful question to think about. When you're no longer bogged down in the tiny details of manual reviews, what could your team and your entire organization truly achieve with all that extra time, money, and peace of mind?